It's time for another segment of Mr. and Mrs. Medicare, saving seniors from a high cost of healthcare, debunking Medicare, making Medicare easy to understand for all seniors. All guests of any of the Medicare segments receive the free ebook written by your MedicareLady.com. Here are your hosts, Paul and Sarah Finkelstein.
Hi there, how are you today? Before I get going, in case you want a copy of that ebook all about Medicare, you can find that at paulfinkelstein.com or omgtalk.com. That's paulfinkelstein.com or omgtalk.com, or text me at 561-302-0051. That's text me 561-302-0051 for the free ebook all about Medicare. Beside that, I'll come right back. I have 10 or 11 points all about help for the small business. Be right back.
You have been listening to the OMG Podcast with Paul Finkelstein. We can help you build wealth without hogging your time. Schedule a one-on-one with us. Thanks for listening. Join us again for another OMG Podcast segment.
Hi, gang. It's Paul Finkelstein here. I'm dialing in from on location. I just wanted to give you a sample of what it was like if you were a business owner and you would like yourself to dial in just with your telephone. You don't have to be tied to your computer anymore. You don't have to be tied to your any kind of sophisticated streaming service or a screen sharing service like Zoom or anything like that. I know sometimes we're bored of things like Zoom and Teams, GoToMeeting, etc. But you can dial in and use your telephone. It might sound old school to some people, but without getting lost in email and text and voicemails, just dial in, let your fingers do the walking. And welcome, I'm Paul Finkelstein at OMG Biz Cafe or OMGtalk.com, the podcast dedicated to entrepreneurs and future entrepreneurs. So just text Count Me In as the next guest, Paul, at 561-302-0051. That's 561-302-0051. My first thought today is, did you decide yes to start a business of your own? Did you decide to start a business of your own? And what, pray tell, business would that be? Because I have this big entrepreneur magazine. It's got the top 500 franchises, top thousands of franchises. Which one you can plunk down millions and millions of dollars in there? Or perhaps maybe, is there a better way? I think there is. You want to explore some options? If you want to explore some options, let's chat. Doesn't have to be in this format, dialing in. I would love this format to be where you dial in and tell us all about what your current business is, where I could help maybe give you a boost in your marketing and send some clients in your direction. If you're interested in me helping you send some clients in your direction, streaming onto your social media as well, let's pull together some efforts and do some joint ventures. That's what JV is. Next point, you're not a salesperson. You're not a sales star. Now what? So if you're not a salesperson, you're not a sales star, what do you do? Well, I definitely have a program for you, so we definitely have to get together. The next point is, how do you motivate yourself every day? The late Jimmy Valvano says that you cannot motivate somebody ever. The only person as a full-time job that you can motivate is yourself. You plus motivation equals success is what the late Jimmy Valvano said. You plus motivation equals success as a full-time job. And how do you do that? I got a program for that as well. So I'll talk to you about all those details as well. Just hop on my show and call me at 561-302-0051 and we'll arrange it. You can get on my calendar as well at omgtalk.com or paulfinkelstein.com, or email me at wow@omgtalk.com. Is there a book that you could listen to read or speed up your training, and you can start your own business and you'll have your first $1 million in no time at all? Is there some kind of a book? There absolutely is that book. I was reading actually a book that was about conversations with millionaires, and the first 5 chapters, no joke, 5 chapters by 5 people. I'm sure every small business person knows those 5 people that were featured in those 5 chapters in this particular book I was reading this past week in 2026. And they all mentioned the book Think and Grow Rich, or TAGR, Tagger, or TAGR, Think and Grow Rich. Tagger. Tag your it. This is the book that you need to read. Think and Grow Rich. Think and Grow Rich. Think and Grow. Read it, by the way, the paperback. Are you spare time, part-time, or fast track? Do you have a part-time job? That's fine. If you could eliminate all risk and you could have security and have the current income from your current job or your current business and get whatever you can get, but get on the part-time track or the spare time track, that's okay too to start a business. But if you want the fast track, I got some ideas for you also. Want to chat about those? I love to. I love getting together with other like-minded people, small business owners that love entrepreneurship. If you love entrepreneurship, let's get together. There's my contact information down below. You are ready for total commitment. What is total commitment? I'll tell you what total commitment is. The very definition of total commitment is bacon. When the pig is no longer a pig and now it's bacon, that's total commitment. Another thought. You got your top 50 all set. If you don't know what I'm talking about by your top 50, well, you got to make a list. What do you make a list of? Your top 50. Let's talk about those when you come on the show and dial in. On a morning or afternoon, the weekend or the weekdays, which one do you prefer? You're going to make me stay up till midnight? Or can we get together in the morning or lunch? Ninth thought. What's with this dream thing? Well, the best mentor I've ever heard is that success is the progressive realization of a worthwhile dream come true. That success is the progressive realization of a worthwhile dream come true. And don't let anybody steal your dream. Those two thoughts are amazing. Next thought. Are you ready for a mentor yet? Because what's the best definition I've ever heard of a mentor? What do you think the best definition of mentor is? Here it is for you right now. Here's the secret right now. The person in front of you that's a leader in business, a small business owner, an entrepreneur, workaholic, and they're ahead of you. And they're following somebody that's ahead of them. And they fall in a hole, and you politely walk around the hole that they fall in. And they fall in another hole, and you politely walk around that hole that they fall in. And they fall in another hole, and you politely walk around that hole. You've saved so much time because of that mentor. That's what a mentor is. If a mentor can save you time for success, hook up with one of those. Do you prefer to go it alone, or do you prefer a mentor? I think that we should get together and chat, because I think that we have some amazing things that we can pull together and joint venture with. Those are my top 11 thoughts for today. And I'm going to give the Medicare lady and Tony the last words.
It's time for another segment of Mr. and Mrs. Medicare, saving seniors from a high cost of healthcare, debunking Medicare, making Medicare easy to understand for all seniors. All guests of any of the Medicare segments receive the free ebook written by yourmedicarelady.com. Here are your hosts, Paul and Sarah Finkelstein.
Hey gang, it's me on the screen here, but dialing in, you might see a picture of Sarah and I, and you can tell that I'm speaking, dialing in from my phone. But what I wanted to get across to you is that if you want that free ebook, just go to omgtalk.com. You'll get all the information, all you need about Medicare, so you can be in the driver's seat for your health care, because your health is the number one asset. Or email me at wow@omgtalk.com. That's wow@omgtalk.com. Or text me. Give me that free ebook, Paul. It's the same one as the book that's on Amazon and Kindle, written by yourmedicarelady.com. You can go there too, yourmedicarelady.com, and you can get a copy of that book. Just tap on Sarah's link over there, type in your information, and she'll get that book out to you right away. And tell her you talk with Paul, and she'll get that to you. Here's Tony's last thought. If you ever run into Tony Raimondo, he's on LinkedIn. He is an amazing voiceover artist, and you should hook up with him if you have a podcast.
You have been listening to the OMG Podcast with Paul Finkelstein. We can help you build wealth without hogging your time. Schedule a one-on-one with us. Thanks for listening. Join us again for another OMG Podcast segment.